Yeah, I'm here.
Oh yeah, what up, what up, what up? And you're back for another week of Journey of a Jackass. And I'm your host, Dyer Shakur, with my wonderful, prestigious co-host slash co-anchor slash everything, April
Ah,
the Golden Goddess Garner in the
I'm here,
building.
y'all. I'm here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. And this week, man, we got an interesting topic. Well, before we get to the interesting topic, how was your week, man? How was your week?
Uh, my week was good. It rained out through the last bit of the spring break, so had to find something else for the kids to do.
Yeah.
And so we did it. We had a good time. When I saw the Mario movie, it was actually pretty good. So I am looking forward to two or Super Mario Brothers, however you want to say it. But anyway, um, and then my son cut his hand, and I did my little military first aid and wrapped it up and everything
Combat
like that.
lifesaver. You mean combat
Yeah,
lifesaver?
that's right. That's right. So I did that.
Yeah.
And so that was Sunday, and I'm like, okay, by day 3, if it's not, because it was like open, so I'm like, day 3, if it's not closed, and I need to take them to, the
See,
hospital.
niggas in they blackness. Like, oh, if it's still bleeding after 3 days, I'm gonna take them. Nigga just took the first day.
Well, it wasn't bleeding still.
Yeah.
The wound was just like open. It was fleshy.
Okay.
So I
Like,
was like, okay, it haven't closed up, then we're gonna go to the ER. So which is what we did.
uh,
And we got there, and lady was like, "Oh yeah, we can't put any stitches or glue or nothing on it because the way that it's cut, it wasn't a straight cut. He cut his hand with
uh,
on a plate." And
uh,
she was like, "Well, it has to heal from the inside out." So I'm like, "Okay." She just gave me some gauze and stuff that I already had, and we
okay.
just
I'm
went
about to say
about it.
because I'm about to say because it sounds like another case of when niggas strike again. Oh man, my fingers just broke. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, if you can still bend it and wiggle it around, you're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
hell yeah, man. So my week, okay, so my son's on spring break this week. So we were supposed to go to Niagara Falls, go to New York, right? I told him, I was like, hey, we have to get up early to go. Like, come on, get up so we can go to Niagara Falls. Come 10:30 this morning, he's still in the bed asleep. So I was like, well, we ain't going now. You can help me pack this stuff up because I'm about to move. You feel what I'm saying? So he was like, well, Dad, you didn't give me a time. I said, you got to go early. I said, but we got to get up early. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, huh?
Go ahead.
Look, he's standing here staring at me. But yeah, I told him, I said, yeah, man, we gotta get up early. So we're just gonna make up, for it. Tomorrow I'm gonna take him to his video game spot and all that stuff. And then we're gonna hang out. Yeah.
That's good.
Look, he's sitting right here, he's talking to me right now. I'm
He trying
recording
to
my
talk to you now?
podcast. Yeah, I'm recording my podcast. You wanna say hi? Yeah, see, interrupted the podcast.
Look,
So
that's the
anyway,
life of a parent.
it's
It
like
never
over there.
stops.
Okay, so anyway, so now with that being said, can we get the story time with me?
Let's get into the story time. Let's go. I want to hear it.
Because we do got a special guest on this week,
Yes,
Danny
we
Collins. And Danny Collins he's a local comedian. Well, he's not a local comedian, he's a comedian, he's an actor, he's an author, poet, screenwriter, he does all of that stuff. So yeah, he is
Can't wait to get some
yeah,
words in with Danny.
yeah. It's gonna be all right. Right? So now, funny story. We talking about cruising through life, man. And I went through some things on cruise ships, to say the least. To say the least. Right? to
The
say the
very
least.
least. Please say the very least.
The very least, right? So I cruise. I'm about to go on my third cruise this year. So I cruise a lot. 3 days, 8 days, 5 days, 7 days, stuff like that. So yeah, I cruise a lot. So I went on one particular cruise. I don't remember most of it, but I do remember this event. Because it was a whole lot of day drinking, waking up in the morning, drinking Hennessy and buckets of beer
Yes.
with my breakfast. So I do remember this. So I was on the ship, and it's funny, but it's messed up. So I was on the ship, and it was this one lady, older white lady. She wasn't older. We about the same age. You know how they age. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Lord.
But we probably like the same age, whatever the case may be. So her and her husband was going around having fun, whatever the case may be. And then she came and sat next to me at the bar. I'm like, okay, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. She bought me drinks and stuff like that. I was like, what the hell are they grooming me for? Like, what is about to go on out here? Right?
Oh, you know.
Listen, so her husband was sitting in the bar. I said, tell your husband to come down. He said, no, he's fine. He's down to talk to somebody else. I said, okay, cool. So that was the day one. Second day, I seen him early in the morning out at the Serenity Lounge where all the adults be hanging out. I was like, okay, cool. This is about to be fun. About to, about to get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Have a good day drinking and partying and just getting in. I'm a very, very outgoing person. So anyway, the third day we was out there, she come up to me in the club. It's like, and it was my birthday. It just so happened to be my birthday. And I was like to celebrate. I was like, yeah. And everyone buying me shots and stuff like that. So she come up to me. It's like, yeah, what are you drinking? I was like, I want this, 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 and this. I was just running shit off. She brought all of it back. I said, where is your husband? He said, oh, he's over there sitting down chilling. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm in there. I'm in the joint, in the club, dancing in the cage and everything. I'm like dancing in the cage. I'm wilding out. So she comes up to me and reaches in my pants. Like reaches in my drawers. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Your husband's over there. Like,
but what did you have on so that it was so easy for her to get access inside your drawers?
Well, I be wearing these thin kind of shorts. Like it was
you
like
had on Hoochie Daddy shorts. That's what it was.
So that's what it was. And she reached in there and said, what you doing? Your husband over there. She said, don't worry about it. So when the club let out, she said, come with me. It's his turn with the kids. I said, what you mean it's his turn with the kids? She's like, it's his turn with the kids. They had two separate rooms. One for if he found somebody.
One get down room.
Yeah, they had a get down room. I was like, what the fuck? So she said, come on, you want to go to the room? I said, I want to go to my room. I don't know what you got going on, but I want to go to my room.
Oh, she coming to your room too.
She was trying. I was like, no. So I said, look, okay, let's go to your room. You got something to drink in your room? She's like, yeah, we can keep drinking in there. I have bottles in the room. I was like, okay, cool. Listen.
Got you in that room.
Got me in the room.
Got your ass.
Got me in that room. So look, when I get up in the room, first thing, I'm like, okay, look, I don't know what's going on with y'all. Look, me and my husband do this all the time. I said, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So he did like this. They had he came in the room and I was just sitting there. He said, oh, bud, don't worry, have fun. I see you later, babe. Walk back out close. I said, what the fuck? So I look, and then she goes in the bathroom, comes back out.
Swinging on the cruise ship.
Man, listen. And then she broke down everything to me. And she had some big old surgical fake titties too. Her skin was all wrinkly around it, but she had the big old surgical fake titties. I was like, dang, some big ass. So anyway, so I said, look, man, I don't think you should be doing this, blah, blah, blah. She broke down how this shit work. This is what the single pineapple upside down mean. This is what the double pineapple upside down mean. This one we had this sign up here, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So we sat in there and we started drinking. I said, I was outside drinking. I blacked out. I'm telling you, I got blacked out drunk. Like, it was my birthday. So anyway, so
no, you can't blame it on the drinks.
I can't blame it on the drinks, but I did wake up with a whole bunch of full condoms on the floor. So apparently I beat her back out and she was snoring. So I woke up in the morning, and this is the craziest part about it. So I wake up in the morning at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, because I barely sleep on cruise ships. And our husband was sitting right there in the hallway and on the floor. And he said, I shouldn't have let her do that. He said Even though we're swingers, it pained me to hear what she was going through.
What?
Oh, apparently I was wearing her ass out because I don't remember. So he looked at me, he said, man, good job, man. Gave me a pat on the back. He said, but no more for the rest of the cruise. That was his fault because she was following me around, found out what room I was staying in there. I was like, no, we're not doing it. Even to this day, they're my friends on Facebook. So if y'all into freak shit, y'all need to get out there in the water. What happened on the boat stays on the boat. And that is story time with me this week. I'm telling you. So anyway, I've been out there with women too. I've taken women on cruises with me too. You know what I'm saying? And if they not trying to have fun or something like that, I go find fun because it's out there. These boats be big.
Well, you did more than cruising on the boat. You were cruising in some pum pum. That's what that was.
If he thought his whole life, his whole swinger life, I was doing something right. He's like, I don't even know if I want to do this shit no more. So today, we have a special guest in the building. Again, he's an actor, comedian. He's done numerous stand-ups. He's an author, poet. Like, man, he's an Army vet, just a stand-up, solid guy. Man, let's go ahead and give it up for Danny Collins. He is in the building. Danny!
What up? Wagwan,
Danny!
Danny!
Wagwan.
What's going on,
Wagwan,
Not a thing.
Man, we tried to get you on last week, but you was out there doing your acting thing. So, you know
I was shooting a movie.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Can you
give us some information on it?
Like about the movie? Yeah.
Look, some chips.
Not too much. They still filming it currently.
Okay.
I think I got like one more scene to go. The movie is called The Last Bet. And my character is like a funny character. And let's just say I kind of like stole some money. So it's a fun character. I get to be myself. I did a lot of ad-libbing, so that I'm glad that the director gave me the liberty to do that, because a lot of times movie you got to stick to the script. Right. But he was like, "Hey man, do you?"
Sometimes some ad-lib scenes be the worst. I mean, the best ones though. They be the best ones.
Yeah. So, he was like, "Do you?" He's like, "I see you on Instagram and I see you." He's like, "Do you be who you are?" I was like, "Bet."
Yeah, that's awesome. When you get to get the free range, you can show your talent. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love it.
Man. That's amazing, man. That is amazing. And like, he's an Army veteran, so I've known Danny for a little while now. You know what I'm saying? I've just watched him start to flourish and grow into what he is now, and how much further he has to go. Because, he's working his way up those stairs to be one of the premier guys out here. So it's good that your talent is being recognized. But it took a lot of work. About how many years or so did it take you to actually get to this point where you are now?
Man, I'll be honest, I went hard in the paint during COVID. That 2 years we was down, and I couldn't get to the comedy clubs at all from 2020 until recent, where they started reopening the clubs back up. Yeah, so I went hard in the paint on social media. And I started a TikTok page, and from 2 years I went from 0 followers to 470,000 followers.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, and what's crazy though is I say this all the time. 2020 was either a make or break year for a lot of people. A lot of people just depending on a 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be. But I was like, if you went into the pandemic and with a 9 to 5 and no hustle, and you didn't come out with a hustle, it's just not in you. And you came out with the hustle.
It's not in you. It's not in you.
Gotta be
right.
in you.
Because it was COVID was a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
It was. Still is.
Still is.
Well, it still is. It's a gift and a curse. Because when they took away everything, they closed the comedy clubs, they closed the gyms, They closed the parks. They
Yeah.
closed everything. So I didn't have nothing. So I was on TikTok going ape shit, man. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, I
Hey,
gotta
listen,
do something.
gotta do something. And look, they was doing that up there in Jersey, New York, down there in the Richmond area when I was down there. Oh yeah, nah, they ain't play that. They was like, man, them folks down there was like, we ain't closing nothing. You come over here and try to. They showed up to the city hall down there with guns and everything. Like, if you try to shut us down, come and find out what's going to happen.
What?
Yeah, they did that at the city
That's
hall in
crazy.
Richmond. For real.
See, you know, y'all, I'm down
They
here in
shut
Georgia, so
everything
you
down
know,
in
stuff was
Jersey.
shut down, but you know, we still got like a little space and breathing room around here. So the parks and stuff that was open. You know, outside, a lot of outside stuff was open, but as far as like going into places, that was, you know, closed and stuff. So
Now they shut Jersey all the way down to where we even had a curfew.
what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had to be in the house by like 9, 10 o'clock. This shit was crazy, man. That COVID shit was crazy.
They was probably
I
trying
said,
to
I'm losing my fucking mind. Like,
do that video like I saw, I don't know, excuse me, I don't know if it was like Japan or China or whatever, but they had the people come out in the white suits and they like jacked this man up and like cuffed him up, like, get out of here, like you gotta go home, and basically was like telling people to get off the streets. I didn't know they were doing that here in the States.
They was doing
not
it
the
in
same
Jersey,
thing
man.
to the same effect,
like,
but you know.
Yeah, that's
I felt
crazy.
like Dr. Robert Neville on I Am Legend, bro. Like,
that was crazy. I was saying this, I was like, man, what's going on? I knew they was doing it in China, but damn.
Yep.
Well, look, let me get into this before Dia starts asking you questions and we get deeper into the interview. So on here it pops up as D3. What does that stand for?
D3 because there's 5 Daniels in my family, so I'm the third one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm D3. My cousin is D4. My uncle's D. My grandfather was D1. My uncle was D2. I'm D3. My cousin's D4, and his son is D5.
Right. Okay.
And I'm D nasty.
They asked me, they was like, you gonna name your son Daniel too? I was like, look, let's knock it the fuck off.
Yeah,
okay, it's too many. It's too many, man. I went left with that shit. I was like, it's enough. It's fucking enough.
That's it. It's enough.
Definitely.
It's enough. Let's knock it off. It's crazy. So I'm down D3.
All right. Go ahead, April. What you got?
What I got? Okay, so I have simple questions.
What's up?
First off, you know, military is my root, so I want to know, how long were you in the military? What did you learn from being in the military that helped you right now in the, you know, ventures that you're pursuing?
I was in the military active duty for a total of about 15 years. And then I did 2 years in the Guard. You know, that shit.
Oh no, technical difficulties.
No.
Look, I hardly cuss, but we gonna slap the shit out of this platform.
Hey man, listen.
Look,
sometimes it be the phones though, or the whatever they're using. Okay. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, let's see.
It's a D3. Let's remove him and then try to bring him back in.
Okay.
Try to bring him back in. Like his drink just like he must have got a phone call or something. You got a phone call or something?
Yeah, somebody had called me. My bad.
A second interview that somebody didn't have their phone on Do Not Disturb. What is going on, man?
My bad. I forgot. I got the fucking Apple Watch, so they called me on that. I was like, damn.
That's all right.
Yeah, man.
Second one. Hey, you better stop wearing them hammer pants, man. I heard your story. Not on hammer pants.
The hammer pants.
How did she get her hand in her pants that easily? She be wearing hammer pants. That's what happened.
That's right.
Get the fuck out of here. You be wearing hammer pants. You know I had to get your ass for that.
I was comfortable.
Yeah, wearing hammer pants.
Yeah, he knew what it was.
Bring him back.
He was ready for the smoke. He was ready for the smoke. He knew what it was.
This dude had on hammer pants.
On my birthday.
Yeah. You know, I heard that shit. I said, what the fuck? Got in his pants that easily. This dude had on
Right.
hammer pants.
He was
Hey
ready
man,
for
listen,
it.
Yeah, he
I
was
was ready
ready. He
for it.
was
Yeah.
swinging. He
Yeah,
I
was
was
that's
ready
swinging
for
in
right.
the
whatever.
That's right.
I was ready for whatever, man.
pants.
Ready for whatever. See?
All right.
You heard April question?
No, I didn't hear it. What was the question?
Fuck
You
it
asked
up.
about the military.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I did 15 years in the military. Then I did 2 years in the guard. What did I learn from the military? The biggest thing I took from the military, because I was of the military, but I wasn't really in the military like that. You
Mm,
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was
Yep.
never really in it like that. Like I did, like while I was in, I did what I had to do,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I played the game. But I wasn't really in it like that. My mind was never really in the military like that. So
Right.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
biggest the
Because I don't
biggest
know
thing
how
I
they. I
took.
don't know how they put all of us in the same unit. It was like, man. I was like, man, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah,
this shit the hood. Like for
yeah,
real.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
For
So
real. I was like,
the biggest thing I took away from it was camaraderie, man. That was a big and being a team player. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that was the biggest thing I took from it. As far as that other stuff, you can have that, bro.
Right.
People ask me today, they be like, "Yo, what was the military like?" I'm like, "Man, you don't want to go in that shit, man.
Look.
I'm a recruiter's nightmare, bro. I'm like, man, you don't want nothing to do with that shit."
Right. Right. Look, let
like,
me tell you, I am the happiest I've been since I've been out of the military. I can't even
what?
lie.
What?
It's like the stress level is down. You know,
Yes,
we deal with
exactly.
Yeah.
normal everyday stress,
Yeah,
the
So with
senseless bullshit, you
well,
know,
I did. I did a little bit longer than y'all.
egos.
So it's like when it was time for me to retire, I had kind of like a separation anxiety because I didn't know what was next. And then when
Mm,
I came out here to see what they was willing to pay for it, I was like, shit. I should have been walked about that motherfucker.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
For
yeah,
real. So yeah, man, I get it though. I get it.
yeah.
So I do have a question for you.
What's
Besides
up?
COVID, right? Besides COVID, what are some of the challenges you faced on this on your journey? Besides the COVID pandemic.
Well, first during COVID, when it jumped off in 2020, we started working from home that March in 2020, and then my mom died that April, right after that.
Mm,
So
Sorry for
I
your
was dealing
loss.
with
yeah.
that.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you. So I was dealing with that. So it was tough, man. It was just like I took so many losses, like lost my mom, couldn't do comedy. Because comedy is also a stress reliever. It's a
Yeah.
therapy, it's a form of
It
therapy.
is.
Because I'm up there
Yep.
telling my story on that stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I couldn't do that. So it's like I took nothing but losses. I was like, damn. And the gym is a therapy too.
It
You
Yeah.
is.
know, so I couldn't go
Yep.
to the gym. So when I tell you I was going fucking crazy, I
Uh-huh.
was losing my fucking mind, like dead ass. Like I was
And
losing.
a lot of people didn't make it out of that man.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
wasn't. It wasn't the pandemic that took them out. It was like depression, suicide, stuff like that too.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
it was
saying?
just
Yeah. The
yeah,
sitting
Yeah.
down and sitting into your situation, because a
Yep.
lot of people use their jobs as a way to get away from stuff. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yep.
Their jobs are maybe their only exercise. Their jobs maybe their only socialization with other
yeah,
people.
exactly.
And a
Yep.
lot of people have not and used to being by themselves and actually evaluating yourself. When you sit into yourself
Hmm.
by yourself,
Yes,
you'll go
That's it.
crazy.
yes,
Yep.
Lord, boy.
You'll go crazy. You'll go crazy. And you
I
need
start
something to
talking to
do.
myself all
You
day
need
long,
something to do.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Start
it's
talking
it's
Hey
to
it's,
man.
it's
yourself.
not only it can be a bad thing if you sit in it too long, but it can
Mm.
be a good thing too, because it can elevate you to a new level, a higher
Well,
level, a
I'm
better
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
April now. When you said
COVID
that,
definitely.
that was my time to self evaluate. I sat down. I started reading. I actually started back working out. Started eating
Hmm.
healthier, stuff like
Hmm.
that. I looked at myself in the mirror and I didn't even recognize who I was. So
Yeah.
it was a time that I started writing books, stuff like that. So it was time for self reflection for me, like sitting in the quiet. There were the days I sat on the edge of the bed in the dark, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Yes,
Right.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it was a time for self-reflection and self-evaluation.
Yeah,
For
COVID
sure.
definitely snatched the skirt off a lot of things, man. It
Yeah,
exposed some shit for you
That's right.
yeah.
that you wouldn't have saw because we was too engulfed in our own lives, you know. But when COVID took certain shit away from you, it
Yep.
exposed some shit now.
That's
You
right.
like, damn, I would have never saw that, you know, if it wasn't for COVID, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right
And
about that one.
all right, April, what you got? What you got down now over there? What you got?
What you got now?
What you
Okay.
got?
So this is just a personal question. Well, it's personal to me. Okay, so you're doing movies, right?
Right.
Have you ever taken any acting classes or is just raw?
For the most part, it's raw, but I'm currently in an improv class right now.
Okay, and is that to like was it
That's
something that you
that's to
already had or improve or perfect?
everybody said I'm natural. Everybody said, "Yo, you got that shit. Like this is
Yeah.
who he is."
There's some
So
drink
so
water.
I met like throughout my travels, I met Tina Graham.
Okay.
I don't know if you know who that is, but she's the godmother of comedy. You
Okay.
know, she was part of Def Comedy Jam back in the day. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I met her throughout my stage time. And she said, because I do act outs in my comedy, she said, "Yo, you should take a acting class to perfect what you already have." You know what I'm saying? She said, "You
Okay.
got it, but you want to perfect it." And I said, "Bet."
And
And from
listen,
that point on, I took her advice and signed myself right into an improv class.
and
I
I can
know
vouch
that's
for that
right.
first. I can vouch for that firsthand because in Afghanistan, on Saturdays I did I used to do a radio show at AFN Network over there,
Great.
and it was broadcasted all over the
Yeah, I was on
every,
it. Remember?
yeah, it was
Oh,
on
so
it.
he
That's
was
what I'm
in
saying.
Afghanistan when we were in Afghanistan
Yeah,
around
yeah.
that same time. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. And then I was me and the Diva, we ran a show on Saturdays
Yeah.
from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. And he came on it a few times and he had one of his characters, Earl, on there. And
Yeah. He
listen,
pulled the truck up. Earl
listen,
pulled the truck up, bro.
Earl pulled the truck up. Now listen, we are being broadcasted in over 100 countries. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Over 100 countries. And this fool, we started talking about Aretha Franklin or somebody like that. He said, "Man, what about those titties?" we was like, we couldn't even beep it. With no delay, no nothing. We couldn't beep it. We couldn't do nothing. He said, then everybody just got looked and just got quiet for a second. He's like, "What about those titties? Put a trim to those titties." We was like,
I said, she got some big old titties, boy.
yeah. And we was
Earl
like,
pulled the truck up.
everybody just, but everybody was like, people was texting and calling because they was enjoying the show.
Yeah,
Right.
they
Like
loved
we
it.
used to have people calling in and everything. It's like, "Oh man, can y'all play this song?" When we used to do best decade music battles and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but some of my most listened to
Wow.
shows is when Danny came up and was Earl.
Look. Look.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So, see, I asked that question, just to get a little feedback so I can get ready from a role in Journey of a Jackass and see how get
That's
Journey of a
right.
Jackass on the
Yeah.
Hulu, Tubi, something,
So
Yeah.
it's about to be everywhere.
Netflix, everywhere. Let's go.
Everywhere.
Let's go.
All right, now let me ask you one of these questions. All right.
All right.
So, what's the best advice you can give someone aspiring to do what you're doing?
Be consistent.
Consistent.
Yeah, because you gotta post video. Like I was posting videos every single day. And
Yeah.
that's what's gonna pay off because people see that you consistent. Like when you post a video without fail, even days you don't even feel like posting, you just post something. You got to be consistent. That's what it takes to get there.
Okay.
And you scheduled that stuff, or you just did it like, okay, well, I got a good 30 minutes. I'm just gonna do a video.
I would, of course, I would have to work. So as soon as I close the laptop up, I start
You ain't doing no
filming.
motherfucking work. Stop lying.
I'm for my job because I work for the VA. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, now I know you definitely ain't doing no work now. You work at goddamn VA.
Oh no, the VA is work, bro. Veterans. Now I'm serving the people I used to serve with now. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at all these medical claims now, and I be
Yeah.
looking at it like, oh, he lied. Get the fuck out of here. He lying, motherfucker. Lying. Hey, come here. Hey, look at that motherfucker. Look. He
Look,
lying. Talking about he went to Vietnam. Get out of here. I be claiming.
Dude be like 20. Dude be like 25, saying he went to Vietnam.
Yo, they be claiming everything, all type of shit.
look, you gotta claim everything because they don't want
Camp
to.
Lejeune. He be 20 years old claiming he was in Camp Lejeune. I'm like, hey, come here. Hey, come look at this. Hey, come here, look at this. Look at this guy.
You gotta try to look. That's that game we talking about. You gotta play. You gotta
20
play
years
it.
old, bro. You can't claim that.
You gotta play it. Play the game.
It's funny, but I get a lot of material for work now. It's funny. It's funny.
Okay, what you got over there before I get to these good ass questions? These great questions. The ones that's going.
I'm good. I ain't got nothing else. I kept it subtle this week.
Oh, okay, you can't be. You ain't got to be subtle. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry about it. You about to get it.
He said, "Don't worry about it." Tag team. About to tag me in.
I'm gonna ask you one more question. How? Because I asked I Am Legend this last week. How has cancel culture affected your creative process?
Oh, that's a good one.
Because a lot of these stand-ups that we've seen over these last few years have not been good. A lot of comedians are watered down, talking PC garbage.
They are, because I just watched Monique yesterday.
Oh my God.
And I was like, and I noticed Monique, and I watched Cat Williams, this World War III.
Yeah.
Comedy is changing.
It is.
It literally is changing right before our eyes.
Yeah.
And so, like anything else, you got to change with the times, unless you don't want to be in that business no more.
I mean, so we ain't gonna never get no more Bernie Macs or Robin Harris.
You ain't gonna never see that no more. You ain't gonna see no more Robin Harrison.
No, none of that. No more.
I don't know. I beg to differ though. I think so. May not be. Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Because another thing, even with the cancel culture, another thing that can play a big part is trending.
Yeah.
So trending is really big.
Yeah.
And I think that will look. Don't sleep on it.
I mean, I don't know. It's just it just haven't hit the same. Like we're never gonna get another Eddie Murphy role. Because
you can't talk about. You can't go as raw as you used to.
Yeah.
You can't really go in on like Chris Rock said. He said he was bullied as a kid, and he said pressure is what makes diamonds.
Yeah.
Not hugs.
Not hugs.
So we got a generation of people that had too many hugs. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really go in like you used to. I mean, off stage,
participation trophy. Participation trophy era.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, participation trophies. Mm-hmm. So I mean, off stage, I'm a complete fool off stage.
Yeah.
But on stage,
it's hard.
It's hard to have a whole crowd turn on you.
Yeah.
That's a tough situation right there. You like, fuck. I'm like, what y'all want me to do? I'm going to start tap dancing and shit. I'm like, fuck. I got to start tap dancing. I don't play the violin, so you got to catch these jokes. Like
catch them.
Yeah, when that whole crowd turn on you, bro, it's tough. It's hard to turn that shit around.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
So you gotta,
man. I mean, that's some good feedback. That's some good ass feedback. I'm glad you touched on that. Okay, so I'm only going to ask you a couple of these questions, right? A couple of them. May they rest in peace, right?
Okay.
Who would you rather do coke with and take advice from Richard Pryor or Chris Farley?
Richard Pryor or who?
Chris Farley.
Oh, Richard Pryor all day.
Why not Chris Farley?
Who you see I got on my wall?
That's right.
Okay, I see you got Richard back there.
Yeah, the GOAT. Richard was the GOAT.
Yeah.
So why not? You not gonna do Chris Farley because he white? You
Nah,
wouldn't do coke with him?
Nah, Richard Pryor all day, man. If I had my opportunity, it's gonna be Richard all day.
I agree.
Okay.
Good choice.
Good choice. All right. Now, you would get $10 million, right? And you would get a lifetime comedy special deal, tour deal, but you had to have a threesome with one of the two pairs. Rosie O'Donnell and Leslie Jones, Roseanne or Wanda Sykes, or Ellen DeGeneres and Flame Monroe. You got to pick one.
What was the one with Wanda Sykes and who?
And Roseanne.
Yeah, I'll take.
What?
I guess Wanda Sykes and Roseanne, man.
No Rosie O'Donnell and Leslie Jones?
Nah, because Leslie is just. She's, you know.
Okay, so Roseanne and Wanda Sykes. Okay.
Yeah, because I know they both gonna make me laugh at the end of the day. So
It's gonna be some laughter going up in there. It's gonna be funky too.
Yeah.
All right. All right, man. Look, one more question for you. Two more questions. Okay, if you were offered $5 million multi-movie deal with Netflix, the only condition is you have to get a BJ through a hole in the wall and you don't know who's on the other side of it. What you doing? You don't know if it's a dude or female on the other side of it. What you doing?
God.
Wait, you said a BJ to a hole in the wall.
Through a hole.
Through a hole in the wall, and you don't know who's on the other side of it for the deal.
You're watching too much porno, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
So you wouldn't take the money?
Nah.
No $5 million?
Nah.
Okay. I wouldn't take it either. I was just asking.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
And I'm not wearing a dress either.
Okay. I wasn't gonna ask you that one.
Yeah, I'm not doing that either.
Okay, if you had to fight one comedian to keep your career going, who would it be?
Had to fight one comedian?
Yeah,
of course
I'm
gonna beat up the one that just got beat up, Chris Rock. Since he's the easy fucking target, I know he ain't gonna fight me back.
God,
he's too easy, man.
Hey, but he gets a whole lot of them rocks though. Tony went on the smoke.
Huh?
Tony said he went on the smoke with Will Smith.
He says that, but I mean, I ain't seen nothing yet. people talking the talk, but I ain't seen nobody walking the walk yet.
Nope.
Oh man. And of all time, what's your favorite comedy special?
Out of all specials, was my favorite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Shit. You know who had me cracking the fuck up? That I got ranked.
Uh-oh.
Yo, you're not gonna believe this, but
Okay.
who I got ranked pretty high right now?
Yeah.
Marlon Wayans.
What, the new one?
The new one.
The new one?
Yo, this dude.
It's yours.
Bruh, between him and Earthquake Special, between them two, had me, because I'm a hard critic.
Yeah.
Because when I watch a comedy special, I'm not looking at it from like a civilian standpoint.
Right.
I'm looking at it from an artistic standpoint. I'm looking at your comedy special from a different perspective.
Okay.
So I'm not that easy to make laugh. So
yeah, me neither.
Marlon Wayans had me cracking up, bro, more than Chris Rock, and he the one got slapped. So
Chris Rock.
What? Well, what the slap was supposed to do? Slap some good jokes in his.
I'm like, bro,
slap some sense in his ass. What was the slap supposed to do?
He took too long to get to the point. Like, get to the damn slap.
Yeah, for
like
real.
Watching that special, I felt like I was watching the Titanic, man. Like, dude, we know what the shit is about. Get to the slap. He took too long to get to it.
I say, if you waited 53 minutes for 7 minutes of mediocre comedy.
Exactly, bro. So
that
shit was trash. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it was funny, but it was not funny as Marlon Wayans.
I think I gave him Dumbass of the Week a couple weeks ago for that garbage ass.
That was good too.
Yeah, for that garbage ass special.
But between Marlon Wayans and Earthquake, man, they got the two top ones right now.
Oh man, okay, so we're going to have to get ready to close this interview out here, Mr. Danny Collins.
All right.
So can you tell the people where they can find you and where they can find all your work?
All my work, man, just go to D3 Collins on Instagram. I'm D3 Collins on TikTok. D3 Collins on YouTube. Just hit me up, man. Follow, hit that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button. That's right.
Hit that subscribe button. It don't cost. It's free $99 to subscribe.
Yeah, man. We still ain't signed past this Roseanne and Wanda Sykes.
I want to get my blue check the right way.
Yeah, everybody paying for
it. Paying for the shit. Like, come on. What type of loser are you, man?
I know.
Look.
The fuck out of here. You a loser if you bought a blue check, man. You a loser.
Getting validation from people they don't even know.
You got 3,000 followers, but you got a blue check. What the fuck are you trying to do? You're a sorry motherfucker, man. And then the thing about it, you got motherfuckers out here that's buying followers too. So I knew that. Yeah. Bro, I know comedians that bought 60,000 goddamn followers, and you know what I'm saying, and ain't even he done paid for his validation, bro.
Yeah.
But they go on stage, they bombing. They be bombing on stage.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There's some clowns out here, bro. Clowns.
Well, I need to come to one of your next shows coming up so I can throw some tomatoes.
Oh no, I'm gonna throw them back. I'm gonna pick up that mic stand and swing that bitch like a baseball bat. Like throw another one. That comedy show ain't. And now I ain't got no Chris Rock up in me, bro. You come toward that stage, you gonna catch it, bro. You gonna catch hell. Hell no.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you for coming on this week.
Thank you,
man.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man. And we gonna bring you on again, man. Especially when the movie come out.
Definitely got. Oh yeah. I'm going on the journey of a jackass, boy.
Yeah, man. Listen,
look.
And then not only I remember the movie you was on in that dating scene in that other movie. I was like, man, let's do this a trip.
Oh, you talking about that was a web series called Tough Love.
Yeah. Man,
and what's crazy is that web series got Emmy nominated.
What?
Yes, sir. It got Emmy now. Bruh, I didn't even know web series was that serious until I was in one. I said, bruh, I didn't know it was that serious.
That's crazy.
What?
Yeah, I had to audition for that part too in New York.
I
went in there and act like myself, bro. I went in there like a straight nutcase, bro. I made their ass laugh. I was making them laugh. And they had me read for one part, but I had them laughing. They was like, yo, why don't you read for this part? Let me see how this gonna look. Yeah. So I read for another part, and 2 weeks later they called me back.
Hey.
Wow.
Had them laughing. You gotta just go be who you are, man. Because normally when you get a script, you gotta be the character they kind of want you to be. But I said, you know what? I'm about to play as myself and see where this goes. Hey. And I had him in there laughing.
It's been going.
Yeah.
Dang.
Straight nutcase, man.
We need to get the rolling with the show. So go and get your ass up out of here.
All right, man.
See you later.
All right, y'all be safe.
All right.
All right.
Peace from the Middle East.
My microphone coming in my headset coming in kind of funky.
You hitting now? Oh,
I
well.
can hear it now, but it was coming in kind of funky. I think it was Danny was getting some phone calls or something.
Well, you look. I didn't notice you had on those alien headphones the whole time.
I know.
I didn't notice that.
I know. I'm sitting here, man. I'm struggling right now. Now,
yeah, they already big, and you got them scooted out a little bit on the side. They don't fit.
Yeah, they fit. They fit. That's my head is big.
Well, let's keep going.
Okay, so anyway, all right, man. Look, so let's go ahead and move into our community events and shout out to these black businesses out here. You know what I'm talking about? So,
all right, karate.
What you got over there?
All right, so community events here. Y'all know I'm in the Augusta area. Saturday, April 15th, Augusta Riverfront Paddle. And basically, you can go out there and rent the kayaks and rent the paddle boats and kayak and paddle boat all around. Right? So you can get that information from, actually, it's on Facebook, and the people that's doing it is Two Dudes and a Boat Kayak Rentals.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
that sounds like fun. Yeah, that sounds like fun like shit.
And I got something else going on, right? So we got Food Truck Friday in Evanstown Center Park tomorrow from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So come on out there. Admission is free. They have live music that begins at 7, and there's going to be a variety of food vendors and beverage vendors as well, right? So come on out there to Evanstown Center Park and get with the food trucks.
To get in is free, but that food ain't.
No, that food ain't. And that's community events. My black business promotion. The Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce is actually hosting a vendor expo, and this is coming up May 7th, and that's a Sunday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And they are having basically a lot of small vendors and small business owners out there to show off their products and services and build successful partnerships around the city. So you can actually go on to Eventbrite and look up the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce, the Black Business Expo, or you can go onto Facebook and click the link. Support our black businesses now.
Yeah, I like that. All right. Yeah, I got me an event. This Saturday, April 15th, the African American Book Festival at 1407 Sherwood Avenue in Richmond, Virginia, from 11 to 5. They're gonna be, I believe, over 50 authors in there, black authors in there. So if you're a reader, come on out and support. You know who gonna be set about there?
You're gonna be set about there. That's right.
I'm gonna be set about there, but I'm gonna be in there supporting all the other authors too, because I like to read and support. You know what I'm saying? Other authors. I'm a reader. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep. So yeah, that's my event for the week. The African American Book Festival, 1407 Sherwood Avenue, 11 to 5 in Richmond, Virginia. All right. Now my business of the week is Dr. Simos. Man, his Instagram is Dr. C, like the letter C, MOSS. Now, if you need any good CMOS products, juices, anything like that, Dr. Simos got it. He does a holistic and herbal healing and diets and stuff like that. He can help you out with that as well. So holla at Andre at Dr. C Moss. And that is my black business of the week. All right.
I like how you put the emphasis on there.
The mouse. All right. So now, with that being said, right now, we're gonna get into this read of the week segment. This read of the week segment is gonna be it's interesting because I met this guy at my Independent Black Author Expo that I threw last year, and he was in there just humble as could be. chilling in the corner, quiet, stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I read his book. The man did 300. He did 384 months in the feds, right?
Oh my gosh.
The man was the Clips. He was their manager.
Oh
He was
my
their
gosh.
manager. His name is Anthony Geezy Gonzalez. He was their manager for a bunch of years, whatever case may be. Like he
Mm-hmm.
used to hang out with the Pharrell. He met Jay-Z. He met all these people and stuff like that. But he was a D-boy. He owned store. He owned stores. He owned clubs. He owned all that stuff. And they caught
Yeah.
up with him. So he's telling his story. It's called 384 Months, The Sacrificial Lamb by Anthony Geezy Gonzalez. I'm gonna tag him on the post when I posted this week's thing. All right.
Okay.
But Anthony Geezy Gonzalez, man, when I say the book was good, the book was good. And like I was like, I know there's more to his story. Because I
Right.
feel like he skipped a lot of stuff, and there's still more stuff that he could tell, especially being out on the road with the Clips and with the Nerds and the Neptunes and
Mm.
Pharrell and all that stuff, like being in the same room with Jay-Z and Dame Dash and stuff like that. Like there's more to the story he could tell. I'm sure it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
but the book was enough to reel me in. And you can find him on Instagram at Tony G757. Tony G757. It's a spectacular read. 384 months. The Sacrificial Lamb. And that
All
is my
right.
read of the week.
All
Read
right.
of the week.
We.
Week. All right. Now, well, I got a dumbass for you this week.
Oh
I'm
Lord.
gonna tell you I got a dumbass for you this week. When I say this woman is dumb, she is dumb.
Oh Lord.
Dumb. She's dumb. She really needs to go get some medical help or something. The lady is dumb. All right.
Damn, she that done?
Fuck is she talking about? Dumb. So my dumb ass of the week is Denise Frazier. This is a 19-year-old chick from Mississippi.
Okay.
Now she got arrested and charged. You know what she got charged for?
What?
She got arrested and charged for unnatural intercourse and aggravated animal cruelty for recording herself having sex with her support animal, her German Shepherd.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Yeah, yep.
And then she tried to come out and say like somebody made her do it or something like that. She had to do it.
She tried to come out and say that somebody forced her to do it and she was being set up, et cetera, et cetera. I was like, bullshit. You know, nasty motherfucker nasty. Wanted to see how that dog felt. You're 19 years old. I seen a picture of her. She's not a bad looking woman. She can find a dude in the trailer park somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
So, with her simple ass doing this, you know, Mississippi's now is they want to play. They will play with incest before they play with animal cruelty. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So, her bond was set at $25,000. $25,000 for one to have unnatural sex and unnatural sex with a human female and a male dog. You feel what I'm saying? And if you look, I'm looking at her picture right now. I'm looking at her picture and I don't know. She may be a little off, man. I don't know. But anyway,
that's disgusting.
she faces up to 10 years in prison for this shit.
What?
She faces up to 10 years in prison. She's held on 25,000 bail, and she faces up to 10 years in prison. And she's ordered to stay away from animals. You understand me?
That is stupid.
Man, listen, how dumb could you be? Denise Frazier is the dumbass of the week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's the dumbass of the week for sure. Stupid. Hey, out here fucking your service animals and shit. What's wrong with you?
Oh my goodness. That's sick.
Yep. So moving on, you know, funny tip, you know, we're replacing that with the financial literacy tip, and we're going to actually have the financial advisors start coming in towards the end of the segment every week. So he's going to come on starting next week. He had something to do tonight. He couldn't make it. So with that being said, let's go to these travel tips and locations. What you got for us this week, April?
Okay, so you know, last week I said I was gonna, have some information on cruises, right? Summertime coming up, and really you can pretty much cruise almost any time of the year, to be honest.
I do.
Except around the time that's like hurricane season. You don't want to be out there then. Depending on where you're going. Depending on where you're going, you don't want to be out there during hurricane season.
I was about to say it's the best time. I go every October.
That October. Well, in October, hurricane season is almost over because it's over beginning of November, right?
Yeah, I was out there. I was out there on the water doing Irma. I had left from New Orleans. I was out there doing Irma. I was out there doing another one too, and it was just the boat was rocking, but Irma it was hitting all the way on the other side, so it was like we just kind of feeling the ripples of the waves. It wasn't bad though, and then they drive the boats around these things. I think.
Oh my God! See, I can't take it. That's just my opinion. I'm not gonna go on a cruise when I know the forecast say hurricane.
Okay.
That just makes sense. But you a little on the offside.
I'm a little off. Yeah.
So, but this is what I found. It's the 6-day Eastern Caribbean from Port Canaveral, Florida. And you guys know I'm a little bit closer to Florida, so I try to look at stuff at either like Orlando or Jacksonville. And it's basically $439, and that's not bad for 6 days. You go to port from Orlando, then you go to Bahamas, then you go to Dominican Republic, the Grand Turcos and Caicos Island, and then you on your way back.
Wait, send me the information for that one, because what day is that? What's the dates for that one?
Well, the dates that I have is September 8th through the 14th.
Nigga, that's hurricane season. You just said you wouldn't go.
Yeah, that's hurricane season. But what I'm saying is, they have a weather forecast. Don't look. They have weather forecasts when they think a hurricane gonna come, and when they think it's not gonna come. Come on now.
I know. Yeah.
And then on top of that, we out there. We
out there. Once you get out there, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Once you get out there, you got your life vest, and you got God, and hopefully your ass can swim.
And look, they got them little submarines though. They got them little submarines on the side of the boat.
So submarines, I'm gonna jump in one of them. I don't want to be, reliving no Titanic type of thing going on, or the boat flip over or something.
I know all that women and children shit first going out the window if that boat about to rock over.
No, we gotta let the women and children off first. We gotta let the women and children off first. That's the rule.
I know what you saying that you're talking about this time of the year and stuff like that, right?
Right.
I'm glad you brought up cruising, because I'm actually doing a birthday cruise October 8th through the 15th, leaving from Miami, on the Carnival celebration. So I'm going. Okay. I'm going to be out there. So hopefully I can come back with another wild cruise story.
I am sure you will. Now this one is the Carnival Mardi Gras. That's what this one's called.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Mardi Gras is a beast boat. I love that boat.
Yeah, Carnival Mardi Gras. That's what this one is with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you go to Amber Cove, Grand Turk, all that kind of stuff. Bahamas. Come on now.
It sounds fun to me.
Nassau. I don't think that's bad for 6 days.
It's not $400 some. That's not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Per person,
Yeah. Well, shit. That was some good travel tips this week. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I think we ain't close to the end, ain't it?
Yeah, we close to the end.
Hey, you ain't even did nothing with that social media, so we just gonna skip by you. All right.
Skip by me, man. Skip by me. Get like me. Okay? Get like me. I'm gonna get it together.
You can follow me at the Arthur Dice Shakur on Instagram, Arthur Dice Shakur on Facebook, Arthur D Shakur on Clubhouse and fan base. At the Writing Bama on Twitter, and you can follow us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Journey of a Jackass TV on YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? So, with that being said, April, this was a phenomenal show.
It was. Danny was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. We only getting better with time, baby.
We getting like better like fine wine.
Now, this week, This was your episode of Journey of Jackass. I am Dias Decor, and this is
April Golden Goddess.
and we are out.
We acha, wine.